Good morning, beautiful people from the mountains of, at least mountains of Morocco. Yesterday was magical in terms of the drive. You know, I thought my baby wouldn't make it. She's so dusty right now, but we did make it in one piece. Even though I had to end the journey because it started getting dark, and you know, trying to keep that promise of not driving in the night to myself. Anyways, found the viewpoint, that Squiggly Road that I was so excited about, and you know, I used OI Overland to kind of find close camping spot like I said I would for this whole week. And then this spot came up where I'm currently packed. I went inside to give my passport, and it was like, okay, to stay outside it was 75 dirham or something like that, but if you have dinner, breakfast and stay in the hotel room, it will be 300 dirham. That's $30 or $7.50. I did the math and I was like, you know what, I haven't actually eaten a proper meal. So dinner cost, let's say, it's $100, and for the luxury of actually being on like a warm bed, especially on my second day of my period, let me just, you know, pay the extra. What would I have to pay? 25 to about €2.50. It's not a big deal. Anyways, I said I'm not gonna have breakfast because I'm not that early morning kind of breakfast person, and I'll just do the room and dinner, and we'll do it for 200. He went back for 250. I was like, look, I'm paying 200, end of story. And then it was like, and a massage, and I was like, okay, who's massage? She's like, if I had a long trip, blah 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 blah. I push aside that, okay, being friendly, whatever, overly friendly, okay. Had dinner. It was showing me some picture on his phone about the place. I think I again video inserted for how it's been, you know, actually winter yesterday, last year this time, blah blah blah, and it being actually really cold up here, and people don't realize how much high elevated you are, blah 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 blah. And then I finished and I'm like, I'm going to bed. Earlier on, I asked if I could get a hot water bowl. When he did it, he came to the room. I was in the shower by then, and he knocked, and I was like, can you leave it outside? He literally tried to open the door. Thank God I locked the door room, because I'm just like, I'm in the shower. Why did you feel the need to open the door? Like, you knock, the person doesn't answer, yalla, leave the bottle outside. Anyways, so I was about to go upstairs, and he literally just grabbed my thighs. Like, what about that massage? And I was like, what the fuck? I'm so proud of myself because I literally slapped his hand. I was like, do you mind not holding me like that? And I just went up to my room. So yeah, I think this is definitely the beat of the solo travel, being a black woman, being a woman, period. You know, this was the same issue I had with Morocco last time I came. It's just, there seems to be no boundaries, especially with women. They're seen as items, they're seen as sexual items, and I'm sick of it. I'm really, really sick of it. Like, so yeah, I didn't take too much to it because there's literally other dramas going on. But this was just, this is why people when it comes to solo travel, they wanted to get pepper spray and a gun, because men will be out here trying to grab your thighs without being, there was no need for that, you know. Anyway, so the way I shut down the coffee thing, because over friendliness sometimes just wild. Oh yeah, and the reason why I'm wearing my glasses, like, things just keep piling up. It doesn't stop. My left eye is infected, and I know it's infected because it's happened before. Usually because of the dust. If I'm exposed to dust and stuff like that, I've been so in Morocco with my contact lenses and stuff like that. So I got my glasses on. The first eye specialist from here, or like even like a hospital that seems, you know, is in Ajeda. I'm saying this so wrong, I'll try and tag. Which is 8 hours from where I am. So I'm not gonna make it today because it's Sunday and they close like 4 o'clock, which is like in a few hours time. So I'm not gonna make that. So we'll have to go first thing tomorrow and get some eye antibiotics or something like that, and I hope it doesn't get worse before then. In the meantime, probably not smart to wear contacts and just kind of keep, I was just thinking, wow, my eye be so teary, and that was my eye trying to like just keep it moistured, and I realized I didn't bring my eye drop. But yeah, so you'll be seeing me with glasses till I can fix my eyes, probably for the next few days. It was a good night's rest. was nice to be on the bed, even though the room was still a little bit chilly, but I can imagine if sleeping in the car, it's just been even more worse. So yeah, I am going to head off now. There's one spot I want to check out, and then yeah, I wanted to shoot some time in Morocco, but the creator I reached out to or had in mind, it was just too expensive for the budgets I have. And you know, as a creator, you cannot feel cheated. I hate that feeling for myself, so I won't want someone else to feel that way about me using their service. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. I need to take a picture of my mileage before I start to drive. Where is it? And then yeah, I'm trying to keep track of mileage, how much petrol I'm spending, which miles am I driving every day, you know, blah 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 blah, more blah blah blah. All right, so that's my not so pleasant experience yesterday. I hope today comes with more beautiful memories as this trip has been. Stupid worker, I'm so pissed off with him. I was just like, that was so not needed. Anyways, let's go. Oh yeah, and I'll definitely be leaving a review on iOverland, because female travelers do not need to be sexually harassed just because we are traveling alone. Back to this incredible gouge view. I can never get over it, ever 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 ever, no matter how many times I drive it. Good morning. Woo 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 woo. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Oh my god, so pretty. I am officially driving this crazy road which I've always imagined doing, and I'm so excited. I also have my Insta 360 recording outside of the car, so I'm gonna have that footage as well. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know if you can see it properly. The road is so crazy. It's like squiggly, 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 squiggly. Oh, why is there so many people on the road? Ah. Can I go?
Oui, pas encore.
No?
Pas encore.
I should stay here?
Attends un peu.
I don't know what's going on. We're trying to get past. This is the issue with just having one road. And then one trailer wants to come up as well. Oh, wahala. Wahala. At least get to enjoy the view from here. I don't know. Oh, I couldn't have seen it because I came. The viewpoint yesterday is closed. That was the hotel up there. This is a mess. This could literally delay for like a few minutes at least. Hello.
London to Lagos. You can get by.
I'm trying to, but there's like I don't know which one.
Yeah. If he gets out the way,
Yeah,
you get by
I'll be able
easily.
to. Yeah, I'll be able to squeeze by.
I'm fine. I've got coffee.
Oh yeah.
I've got coffee and tea and everything else.
In there.
So I can just go back to bed.
They'll need to clear this up.
I'm in the camper van at the back there.
Are you?
Anyway, enjoy your trip.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. He's so lovely. It was like, I'll take a picture of your sign, London to Lagos, because the road is taxac. There's no rush. It's from Spain. It's from the UK. He has a British accent, but he probably lives in Spain with his dog. And he said, just comes here. He said, Morocco is not a place you rush. You cannot not have it. You cannot say, I'm in a rush. You can't. Like, Imagine you're in a rush and this happens to you. Anywho's, we are here. Squiggly Road. I think this is me. I think I can go now. Then go for small cow. They all stand in the way now. Kai, how am I meant to go through this shit? Hey, everybody has an opinion. Oh. Everybody has an opinion. All of you from the road, I wouldn't hit anything. All of you clear off.
You begin to look deeper, you say, hold on for a second. The world is beginning to slowly become underpopulated, but if you look at Nigeria,
it's going off.
It's going off. I have no Nigerian friend that doesn't have like 8, 10 brothers and sisters, you know, and to this day. And if you look at, it's not just Nigeria, like you look at West Africa, you look at different pockets of mostly what's considered to be black populations, brown populations, you see that the population is growing. You know, when David McQueen did an exhibit here in London.
So I just arrived. Really nice place. I love the combination of the castle ruin over there. Then you have the green kind of lushness over here, and then you have the obviously dramatic backdrop of the mountains all across. Well, yeah, you can take a local guide. I think most cars have to stop here. I don't think you can go into the village with a car, and then they'll take a 1 hour ride to the castle. You can see people. My eyes is not deceiving me. Definitely a hot spot. It is right now full of tourists. I'm low-key very glad I have my own car, then I can just kind of keep it moving, but it's like literally truckloads of bus after bus. But it's a cool view. Like, I get the charm. You can get like little trinkets and items from like a local person too as well. I have concluded with the videographer I'm working with in Morocco. I'm so grateful for them being excited and being wanting part of this London to Lagos project in Marrakesh, sorry. So from here to Marrakesh is about 3 hours and a ish drive. To the coast is 5 hours, but if I go to the coast, which is what I really wanted to, I will have to drive back 3 hours tomorrow morning. So let's say the shoot was at 10, I will have to have left the house for 7 or whatever. So, oh my car. So I'm gonna go to Marrakesh instead, so I can sit in the cafe, do some admin, life admin things, trip related admin. So today is like a rest day because it's been a drive day. Yes, there was a long drive day, so it's very important I observe these pockets of rest days so that I am feeling fit enough to keep going, you know. The human is a body, like, you know, we tend to have like weekends. There's a Sunday, so to have weekends and stuff like that is important, just to, even when traveling, kind of observe those little pocket moments. That reminds me, maybe I should check this cafe if they were open on a Sunday. I know it's a Muslim country, but you know, yeah, that's basically it. I'm not really so keen to explore Marrakesh. Sorry, the drama of yesterday. So I checked 2 things. Does this place have Wi-Fi, like good solid Wi-Fi, and does it have a parking spot because I literally didn't want to walk through the Medina. I might. That snail pocket thing they do is banging. I might, but we'll see. I'll play it by ears. Nothing has to be certain. I just had the juiciest power nap. Now we're making our way to Marrakesh. We're going to see this Aitbayan place, whatever it's called. I should get to Marrakesh at 4:30. This cafe apparently opens till late, so that's brilliant. I'm just very optimistic that it has a bit of Wi-Fi. But I feel better. Sometimes, you're not sad, you're just tired and you just need to nap. So feel much better. I'm listening to podcast per usual. Diary CEO, really good stuff about relationship. I love how stuff is like business, relationship, health. I think it's really much diverting to that more space than startup and stuff like that, which is what was his content originally. So I love a evolution, because sometimes we live in a society that constantly say we have to be restricted to this kind of this must kind of situation. But people that break that mold allow people like us to dream. Like, you know what, I did this for a particular period of time, it was great, and now I'm doing something else, and it's not the end of the world. So yeah, one of the few reasons why I love him. But yeah, what else am I listening to? Not much. That's it. Some music, some silent time. The first few days has been mostly silent because just get my head straight. But now I'm like in the groove of things, getting momentum, getting kind of choosing what bit I want to explore, what bit I don't want to explore, and all of the in between. So pretty good, pretty excited. Excited to shoot. I love a good creative content. It just gets me so hyped. So I am excited to shoot tomorrow now. And then we have 3 days of driving all the way to Mauritania through Sahara Desert. So I'll get my car checked before I leave Morocco tomorrow. And then we can begin the most epic road trip. I have no idea I'm going to stay sane for that 3 days. I'm going to buy extra data, so at least I have data. What else can I do? I missed the mountain. We are in Marrakesh, and the city driving, the defensive driving is back. That was such a nice few days up in the Atlas Mountains. It's genuinely breathtaking, so stunning. But we got stuff to do in Morocco for, I can call it hours. I can't even call it half a day. And then we bounce south. Was right? Is it south? Without you because that's south from Morocco to Senegal. You're going downwards, no? Because now you're looking at the map, or sideways. Anywho, just wanted to say I'm here in Marrakesh. I was able to top up my petrol. Only a few petrol stations actually collect card, so that's something to be aware of. That if you don't have, it's best to have a bit of cash on you to fill up your tank. Some do collect it. I went to 3 different ones before I found one, so just important to note that. But yeah, I'm 10 minutes from this cafe I want to walk out of, that hopefully has great Wi-Fi, good food, and packing. So there are 3 conditions. I'm going to take this medication. The pure pain is kicking in. I want to curb it before it actually is in full swing, because once it gets into full swing, I have to go through the whole motion, and I don't want to do that. But last time I took it was this morning. I don't know how I forgot to take it. I'm like, girl, maybe because I haven't eaten. That's the thing, I haven't eaten today. I've been snacking on this crackers I bought in Lidl. I stopped to buy like apple juice, and that's been it. Crackers and apple juice. Drove about 6-7 hours today on one petrol tank. I'm really impressed about how much my car, we call it cost effective it is. Like, I think it's pretty decent for the amount of miles it's driving on one tank of petrol. So that's 6-7 hours on, and that's not like the first trip. It was like a full tank when the trip started. Does that make sense? So I think about £40 will last me about 7-8 hours drive, depends on how fast I'm going. I think that's pretty impressive, because I know if it was a bigger car and a bigger engine, it's a different story. But I am calculating how much I'm spending. So the last top up was 470 dirham, which is about $47, which is about £40, which is not bad. It's not bad. It's a bit expensive because it's close to Marrakesh. I'm sure up in the mountain would have been a bit cheaper, but I had a full tank when I was driving those terrains, so that wasn't, gonna work. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I'm just going with the motions, one day at a time. Everything will be okay. Funny story, we hit 100k today on IG, so that was great. This morning, I've been doing the night. I think probably in the middle of the night. I think we're on 105 now. So averagely for the last thing, we're averaging about 10 to 15k every day, which is crazy. I came from 12k and here we are. I know it will flatten out over time, obviously, because the surge was due to the media coverage and just new eyeballs on the page, and to take me doing like insane stuff constantly to keep getting those eyeballs. So I'm already ready for the flattening out. I think we'll flatten out to by mid-February, probably to 150. I'm thinking that's what the flattening out will be, and then there might be another surge towards the end of the trip as well, when we start announcing homecoming. Yeah, so many decisions about what I want. What do I want for myself? What do I want this to look like? What story am I telling? Why? What's my why? We all know what my why is now. I think we've solidified that over time, and it's, but it's just kind of like, don't lose sight of it. I think that's what I wanted to say. Not losing sight of what my why is, because it's very easy to sway, people's opinions, sometimes genuine, care, and they want to just be part of history making. But you just have to always go back to self and say, does this feel right for self? And it doesn't, be willing to walk away. So that's the feed I'm navigating right now, and I know you probably will just see this for months. But that's my headspace right now. It's like I am trying to do what's right by Pelumi first, before I do what's right by the people and every other, being in the middle. I cannot still believe it's been almost 2 weeks and I've not yet eaten. I've not yet cooked. But then I can't believe it because I'm not that kind of chef it off back at home either, So the thing about traveling, I think people forget that it does not change who you are fundamentally, your values, your belief. You can be exposed and you might have a change or an epiphany. Okay, this person wants me to fly. Maybe without, literally the light just changed. That's not even landed to green. It's already honking. Kai. But yeah, like, I'm not a chef it off in London, I'm at home or Dubai, whatever. So I don't know why I thought I'll be chefing it off on the road. I have no interest to chef it off. It's like those people that pack heels to travel when they don't wear heels normally. It's like, you ain't gonna wear that stuff. So sometimes we just feel like we become this different person when we travel, and that's not the case. So anyways, I still haven't cooked. I've just been eating on crackers. I don't know, man. I should cook something. I don't know. If I cook it to be for content, I'm gonna lie. Just in a random cafe in Marrakesh, and they're banging Afrobeats. Whoever knows the lyrics, they will come from. Anyways, yeah, just out here blasting, living my best life in Marrakesh. The Wi-Fi is a bit spotty, it's not the best I've seen. So I don't know if any uploading will be doing. In fact, no uploading is happening. Social media, there's uploads happening as I'm here. But yeah, living my wildest dream. They're gonna close at 10, so I'll head to the campsite. I've seen one that is a few minutes away, so we're camping tonight. It's a bit cold. I've really literally got to the car to even bring the blanket because it's that cold. So I'm like, before I leave, I probably want to get some hot water from here. I'm a hot water drum. You guys will be knowing me. I'm a hot water bottle by the time I'm done with this trip. Now I'm suspicious. Now they're playing. I think it's because I'm here. They can't be banging Afrobeat every single time, and they just started playing. Like, can you hear it? Football just ended, so that's what's on the playlist. I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious. I'm very suspicious that they're playing this Afrobeat because I'm here. Or am I just insecure? Let me know in the comments. Am I insecure? Or they were like, oh, there's a black girl.